Hello, English learners. Here's something your English teacher probably never told you.
In traditional classrooms, you're taught textbook English. You memorize grammar rules, long vocabulary lists, and practice perfectly structured sentences.
And sure, you end up knowing hundreds, maybe thousands of words, but when you try to speak, it often sounds flat, robotic, and almost emotionless.
That's because textbook English is safe. But real conversations are alive. They're colorful, full of feelings, full of energy.
And that's why idioms matter. Idioms give your speech life. They make you sound natural, confident, and just like a native speaker.
So today, we'll explore 10 powerful idioms about emotions, relationships, and reactions. And by the end, you'll know how to use them in real life.
Stick with us, practice along, and let's upgrade your English from flat and robotic to expressive and authentic.
Idiom 1. Give someone the cold shoulder.
Mark, have you ever had a friend just ignore you out of nowhere?
Oh yeah, like you wave, you say hi, and they just turn away. Feels awful.
That's exactly when we use the idiom, give someone the cold shoulder. It means to deliberately ignore someone, to be unfriendly on purpose.
So, not just busy or distracted, but actually showing you they don't want to deal with you.
Right. Let's see how it sounds in real situations.
Dialogue 1. At a cafe. Hey Sarah, long time no see.
Silence, turns away.
Wow, she just gave me the cold shoulder.
Dialogue 2, family dinner. Why isn't Uncle Tom talking to Aunt May?
He's giving her the cold shoulder because of last night's argument.
Dialogue 3, workplace.
I tried to apologize to my manager.
And?
She gave me the cold shoulder all day, didn't even look at me.
See how direct it is? Not just ignore, but a kind of cold, unfriendly silence.
And now it's your turn to shadow. Practice with us.
Practice sentences.
She gave me the cold shoulder at the cafe.
She gave me the cold shoulder at the cafe.
He's giving her the cold shoulder after the argument.
He's giving her the cold shoulder after the argument.
My manager gave me the cold shoulder all day.
My manager gave me the cold shoulder all day.
Excellent. And remember, idioms like this give your English personality and emotion.
Exactly. Now let's keep going, because the next idiom is all about staying strong when life gets tough. Idiom 2. Hang in there.
You know, life throws us tough moments. Exams, deadlines, even personal struggles. And sometimes all a person needs to hear is, hang in there.
Exactly. This idiom means don't give up, stay strong, keep going, even when things feel really hard. It doesn't solve the problem, but it gives encouragement.
I've also heard people say it when someone's sick or going through stress. It's like saying, hold on, brighter days are coming.
Right. It's not about fixing the situation. It's about support. The phrase became popular in American English in the 1970s, often used on motivational posters with a little kitten hanging on a branch.
Yeah, that famous poster. The kitten's message was simple. Don't let go, just survive the tough moment.
Picture this. You're waiting nervously for exam results, feeling stressed. A friend can encourage you by saying, hang in there. The results will come soon.
If you didn't use the idiom, you might say, be patient, the results will come soon. It works, but it sounds flat, almost like advice from a textbook. Hang in there feels warmer, more human.
Now think about someone recovering from an injury. They're frustrated with the slow healing. You could say, hang in there. This pain won't last forever.
Without the idiom, you'd probably say, don't worry, the pain will go away. Again, correct, but it lacks the same comfort and encouragement that hang in there gives.
And here's another scene. a college student buried under homework and deadlines. You can remind them, hang in there. The semester is almost over.
Or if you avoid the idiom, you might say, keep going, the semester is almost over. That's fine, but hang in there feels more supportive, almost like a hand on the shoulder.
See the difference? Both ways are possible, but idioms add color and emotion.
That's why natives love idioms. They pack so much feeling into just a few words. Now, let's bring this idiom to life with a short dialogue.
Dialogue 1. School. Imagine a high school student stressed out and exhausted, buried under final exams.
I'm so stressed about finals. I don't think I can do this.
Hang in there. Just a few more days and it'll be over.
Here, the idiom is encouragement. It doesn't reduce the stress, but it gives hope.
Dialogue 2. Workplace.
Now, imagine colleagues working late on a big project.
This project feels endless. I'm exhausted.
Hang in there. Once we deliver it, we'll finally get some rest.
Again, the problem isn't solved, but the idiom gives energy to keep going.
Dialogue 3. Job hunting.
Think about a friend who's been sending out job applications for months but still hasn't heard back.
I've been applying for jobs for months. No luck yet.
I know it's tough, but hang in there. Something good will come.
This shows empathy. You don't change the situation, but you lift their spirit.
So whether it's exams, job hunting, or recovering from an injury, this idiom fits perfectly. Short, but full of encouragement.
And the best way to really remember it is to say it out loud with us. Let's practice together.
Practice time. Hang in there. Just a few more days and it'll be over.
Hang in there. Just a few more days and it'll be over.
Hang in there. Once we deliver it, we'll finally get some rest.
Hang in there. Once we deliver it, we'll finally get some rest.
I know it's tough, but hang in there. Something good will come.
I know it's tough, but hang in there. Something good will come.
Now, if we didn't use the idiom, we'd have to say something like, don't give up, keep trying, things will get better. It's correct, but it feels a bit long, maybe even flat.
Right. Hang in there is short, warm, and powerful. It carries encouragement in just 3 words. That's why native speakers prefer it. It feels natural and emotional at the same time.
Hey, Mark, if your best friend is stressed about exams, what should you say?
I'd tell her, hang in there. Just a few more days and it'll be over.
Nice. And what if your colleague feels overwhelmed with work?
I'd encourage him, hang in there. Once we finish the project, things will calm down.
Exactly. See, it works in school, at work, even in personal life. Just 3 words, but they carry so much encouragement.
That's why idioms like this are priceless. They're short, natural, and full of emotion. Idiom 3. The last straw.
Sometimes problems build up slowly. One small thing, then another, and finally, something tiny makes you snap. That's when we say, the last straw.
Right. It comes from the old saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. A camel can carry a heavy load, but even one extra piece of straw could cause collapse. Same idea. One small event ends your patience.
So the last straw means the final problem, the breaking point, the thing that makes you lose patience or decide you've had enough.
Imagine this. Your teammate shows up late again after already missing practices. You're fed up. You could say, when he showed up late again, that was the last straw. I quit the team.
Here's another one. Your roommate always leaves dishes everywhere, and you've been patient. Then one night, you walk into the kitchen, it's a disaster. You finally snap. The messy kitchen was the last straw. I finally confronted my roommate.
And one more. A friend keeps making little rude comments, and you let it slide. But one day she says something really offensive. You'd say, Her rude comment was the last straw. I unfollowed her on social media.
So you can see, the last straw always describes that final moment when patience runs out.
But examples are one thing. To really feel how it works, let's step into some conversations.
Yeah, dialogues show the emotion behind the idiom, because in real life, it's not just words. It's frustration, it's the breaking point.
All right, let's play out a few scenes where the last straw makes perfect sense.
Dialogue 1. Roommates. Picture this. 2 roommates, one keeps making a mess.
You left dirty dishes again, and your laundry is everywhere.
Relax, I'll clean later.
No, this is the last straw. I'm done living like this.
See, it's not the first problem, it's the final one that breaks patience.
Dialogue 2. Workplace.
Now, an office worker dealing with a difficult boss.
My boss criticized me in front of the whole team today.
Wow, after everything else, that must have been the last straw.
Yes, I think I'm going to resign.
It shows the breaking point when you can't take any more.
Dialogue 3. Relationship. And here's a personal example. Friends arguing.
You forgot my birthday again?
I'm so sorry. It slipped my mind.
This is the last straw. I don't think this friendship is working.
Strong words, right? The idiom often appears in emotional moments.
Hey, Alicia, if your colleague keeps missing deadlines, what should you say when it happens again?
I'd say, this is the last straw. I can't rely on you anymore.
And what if your friend lies to you after making promises?
I'd tell her, that lie was the last straw. I can't trust you now.
See, without the idiom, you'd have to explain, this was the final problem, now I've lost my patience. It's long and cold. But the last straw is short, vivid, emotional.
And that's the beauty of idioms. They carry both meaning and feeling.
Shadowing practice.
This is the last straw. I'm done living like this.
This is the last straw. I'm done living like this.
Wow, after everything else, that must have been the last straw.
Wow, after everything else, that must have been the last straw.
This is the last straw. I don't think this friendship is working.
This is the last straw. I don't think this friendship is working. So remember, the last straw is that final problem, the breaking point when patience runs out.
Practice the dialogues again, shadow the sentences, and try using the idiom in your own examples. The more you say it, the more natural it will feel.
And here's something fun. In your native language, is there a phrase that means the same as the last straw? Share it in the comments. We'd love to learn from you too.
Yes, we'll check your answers. And who knows, you might even teach us something new.
Idiom 4. Keep your chin up.
When life gets tough, people sometimes say, keep your chin up.
It means stay positive, stay brave, even if things are difficult. Imagine someone literally lifting their chin. It's a symbol of confidence.
Exactly. The phrase goes back to the 19th century, when keeping your chin up meant showing courage, not letting sadness pull you down.
So whenever someone is facing hard times, you can encourage them with this idiom.
For example, I know the test was hard, but keep your chin up. You'll do better next time.
Or, keep your chin up. Things will improve soon.
Another one, she kept her chin up even after losing the match.
So, Alicia, if your friend is sad after a breakup, what would you say?
I tell her, keep your chin up. Life goes on, and better days will come.
And if your younger brother loses a competition?
I'd say, keep your chin up. You worked hard, and that already matters.
See, without the idiom, you'd have to say, don't feel sad, stay positive, things will be fine. It's okay, but long and flat.
With the idiom, just 3 words, and it feels warm, natural, native-like.
So let's put this idiom into real life.
Here's how keep your chin up would sound on the field.
Dialogue 1. Sports. Picture a soccer team after losing a big game.
We lost again. I feel like such a failure.
Hey, keep your chin up. You played really well, and there's always another match.
See, it's not about denying the loss. It's about staying hopeful.
Dialogue 2. Family. Now imagine a student comes home with poor grades.
I'm scared to tell Mom. I failed my math test.
Don't worry. Keep your chin up. You can improve if you study harder.
The idiom softens the failure and pushes the person to move forward.
Dialogue 3. Job interview. Finally, think of someone who didn't get the job they wanted.
I didn't get the job. I feel hopeless.
Keep your chin up. Something better is waiting for you.
Short, kind, and encouraging. Perfect for emotional support.
Alicia, we've already learned hang in there. How is keep your chin up different?
Good question. Hang in there is more about endurance. Don't give up, keep going through tough times. But keep your chin up is about attitude. Don't look down, stay confident and hopeful.
So one is about surviving, the other about staying positive.
Exactly. They're cousins in meaning, but not twins.
Now, without the idiom, what would you say?
You'd have to say something like, don't feel sad, stay confident, keep looking forward. It works, but it's long and kind of flat.
Yeah, it feels like instructions, not encouragement.
Right, but keep your chin up, just 4 words, sound warm, supportive, and very natural in English.
That's why native speakers reach for idioms. They save words, but carry much more feeling.
All right, we've seen how it works in sports, family, and even job interviews.
Now it's your turn to practice. Let's go through some of those sentences together. First at normal speed, then slower, so you can shadow with us. Shadowing practice.
Hey, keep your chin up. You played really well, and there's always another match.
Hey, keep your chin up. You played really well, and there's always another match. Don't worry, keep your chin up. You can improve if you study harder. Don't worry, keep your chin up. You can improve if you study harder.
Keep your chin up. Something better is waiting for you.
Keep your chin up. Something better is waiting for you. So whenever someone you care about feels down, remember, keep your chin up is the perfect phrase. Practice these dialogues, shadow the sentences, and try saying them in your daily life.
And now it's your turn. In your native language, do you have a phrase that means stay strong, stay positive?
Share it in the comments. We'd love to learn from you too. Idiom 5. Up in arms.
Sometimes people aren't just upset, they're furious, protesting, almost ready to fight. That's when we say, up in arms.
Right. The phrase comes from an old image of people picking up weapons, arms, to show they were ready to fight. Nowadays, no weapons, but still strong anger or protest.
So up in arms is used when people, often a group, are extremely angry, usually about something they feel is unfair.
Imagine this. A company suddenly announces they're cutting everyone's vacation days in half. Employees are shocked and furious.
In that situation, you could say, the employees were up in arms about the new policy. It perfectly captures the group's outrage.
Here's another. A famous band cancels their concert just hours before showtime. Thousands of fans are left standing outside the arena, disappointed and angry.
The natural way to describe it, fans were up in arms when the concert was canceled at the last minute. That paints a much stronger picture than just saying the fans were angry.
One more. Picture a university that suddenly raises tuition fees by 30%. Students and parents start organizing protests on campus.
Exactly. You'd say students and parents were up in arms over the tuition hike. That's short, vivid, and emotional.
Okay, let's bring this idiom into real-life situations. We'll play out 5 different scenes where people are truly up in arms.
Dialogue 1. School policy. Picture this. A school announces they're cutting recess time in half. Parents are furious, and two of them are chatting outside the school gates.
Did you hear? They're reducing recess to just 15 minutes. That's ridiculous.
I know, right? No wonder everyone's up in arms about it. Kids need that break.
Exactly. It's unfair to the students. We should all push back.
See how natural that sounded? Instead of just saying angry or upset, the parents said up in arms, which shows strong collective outrage.
And by the way, here's a little bonus for you. Did you catch the phrase recess time? That's the short break at school when kids get to play outside. For many English learners, it's a new word. Dialogue 2, Workplace. Now picture an office where the boss forces employees to work weekends without extra pay.
This new rule is unfair. Everyone's exhausted already.
Yeah, the whole team is up in arms about it. We can't stay silent.
Here, up in arms makes the protest clear. It's more than being annoyed, it's strong opposition.
Dialogue 3, Local Community. Let's imagine a city council decides to raise parking fees downtown and locals are not happy.
They just doubled the parking fees overnight.
No wonder the community is up in arms. It's unfair to everyone who works here.
Perfect use. Collective frustration about a decision that impacts daily life.
Dialogue 4, Sports Fans. Now let's jump to a stadium after a terrible referee call.
That call was insane. It cost us the game.
Exactly. The fans were up in arms, yelling at the referee.
Notice how visual it is. You can almost hear the shouting.
Dialogue 5, Online Reactions. Think about social media. A popular app changes its design overnight.
The new update is confusing. I hate it.
Same here. Users everywhere are up in arms over this change.
So the idiom works offline and online. It's all about strong collective pushback.
So, Alicia, how is up in arms different from simply saying angry?
Angry is just a feeling. Up in arms is much stronger. It often means a group is actively protesting or complaining.
And if we don't use the idiom?
We'd have to say something like, they were extremely angry and loudly protesting together. That's long and flat.
Exactly. With up in arms, 3 words tell the whole story. That's why natives love idioms. They're short, emotional, and vivid.
Okay, let's make this idiom yours. Time to shadow some real-life lines.
We'll go normal speed first, then slower so you can follow easily.
Shadowing practice.
We're all up in arms about this decision. Kids need a break.
We're all up in arms about this decision. Kids need a break.
Yeah, the whole team is up in arms about it.
Yeah, the whole team is up in arms about it.
Users everywhere are up in arms over this change.
Users everywhere are up in arms over this change.
So whenever you need to describe outrage, especially by a group, up in arms is your go-to phrase.
Practice shadowing again, then try making your own sentences. Imagine your own scene. What would make people up in arms?
And now it's your turn. In your native language, how do people say, everyone was furious and protesting?
Share it in the comments. We'd love to learn from you. Idiom 6. Black sheep. Here's an idiom you'll love. It's black sheep.
Black sheep? That sounds like an animal. What does it mean in real life?
It describes someone in a family or group who is considered different, maybe even a little rebellious, and doesn't fit the expectations.
So if everyone in a family is a doctor, but one person is an artist, people might call that person the black sheep?
Exactly. It can be playful, like being the creative one, or it can be negative, meaning someone is seen as a troublemaker.
Interesting.
If you don't use this idiom, you'd need to say something long like, he's the odd one out, or she doesn't fit in with the family. But the idiom black sheep captures both the feeling and the image instantly.
Right. It's short, it's visual, and that's why natives love using it.
Imagine, a family of athletes has one child who prefers reading books all day. People might say, she's the black sheep of the family.
Or in a company, if everyone follows the rules but one employee always stirs trouble, they might be labeled the black sheep.
Okay, let's hear how this plays out in some real conversations.
Dialogue 1. Family gathering.
At a family reunion, two cousins are talking about their different career choices.
Everyone in my family's a lawyer, except me.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a musician. They always call me the black sheep.
Hey, being different isn't bad. You're just following your passion.
See how natural that was? Instead of saying the only one who chose another job, he simply said the black sheep. It's colorful and direct.
Dialogue 2, workplace.
Now imagine two coworkers talking about a colleague who breaks the rules.
Did you hear Mike ignored the safety rules again?
Yeah, he's kind of the black sheep in our department.
I just hope it doesn't get us in trouble.
Here, the idiom leans negative. Mike isn't creative, he's a troublemaker. That's the power of context.
Dialogue 3, friendship.
Now picture two friends chatting about their group of classmates.
Everyone's into sports at school except you.
Yeah, I'm the black sheep. I'd rather draw in the art room.
That's what makes you unique.
Here, black sheep doesn't mean bad. It's more about being unique or different. Shadowing practice. She's the black sheep of the family.
She's the black sheep of the family.
He's the black sheep in our department.
He's the black sheep in our department.
I'm the black sheep. I'd rather draw than play sports.
I'm the black sheep. I'd rather draw than play sports.
So whether it's family, work, or school, black sheep gives you a sharp, memorable way to describe the one who stands out.
Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments. Have you ever been the black sheep in your family or group? Share your story, and don't forget to practice shadowing these lines. Idiom 7. Get under someone's skin. Here's a fun one. Get under someone's skin.
That sounds uncomfortable. What does it really mean?
It means someone or something really annoys you, bothers you, or affects you emotionally, like they get inside your head and won't leave.
So it's more than just being slightly annoyed. It's when something sticks with you and keeps bothering you, right?
Exactly. And here's the thing. Without this idiom, you'd have to say something like, she really irritates me all the time. That's long and flat. But saying she gets under my skin feels sharper, more emotional, and that's why natives prefer it.
Got it. It's short, expressive, and a little dramatic. Perfect for real-life English.
Imagine your neighbor plays loud music every night. You could say, it really gets under my skin.
Or you're trying to study and someone keeps tapping their pen. That tiny sound gets under your skin.
Sometimes it's even about people, like a coworker who constantly brags or a classmate who always shows up late. Those habits really get under your skin.
Dialogue 1. Office situation. Picture two coworkers chatting about another colleague who talks too much during meetings.
Every time Jack interrupts, it really gets under my skin.
I know. It's like he can't let anyone finish their thought.
Exactly. It throws me off every single time.
Here, the idiom shows strong, ongoing annoyance. It's more than he annoys me. It's deeper, constant irritation.
Dialogue 2. Family.
Now imagine two sisters talking about little habits at home.
Does it get under your skin when Mom keeps reminding us to clean our rooms? Totally. I know she means well, but the nagging just gets under my skin.
Same. I wish she'd trust us a little more.
Notice it's not about one big problem. It's about repeated small things building up until they really get under your skin. Dialogue 3. Friendship. Now let's see two friends talking about relationships.
He's nice, but the way he checks his phone during dinner gets under my skin.
I get that. It feels like he's not really there with you.
Exactly. Little things can tell you a lot.
Here, the idiom highlights emotional impact. It's not just irritation, but disappointment too. Shadowing practice. It really gets under my skin when people interrupt.
It really gets under my skin when people interrupt.
Her constant nagging gets under my skin.
Her constant nagging gets under my skin.
The way he checks his phone gets under my skin.
The way he checks his phone gets under my skin.
So remember, get under someone's skin is perfect when irritation goes deeper than just a one-time problem.
Now your turn. What little things get under your skin? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget, shadow these lines until they sound natural.
Idiom 8. Fish out of water.
Here's one that paints such a clear picture. A fish out of water. It means feeling uncomfortable, out of place, or like you don't belong in a situation.
Right, because if a fish isn't in water, it can't function normally. And people use this idiom when they feel awkward or out of their comfort zone.
Exactly. Maybe it's your first day at a new job, or you move to a new country where you don't know the culture. That awkward, out-of-place feeling, that's being a fish out of water.
Imagine someone who grew up in a small town and then suddenly moves to New York City. The crowded subways, the fast pace, he feels totally lost. In that case, you'd say, he felt like a fish out of water in New York City.
Or picture a student who usually studies science, but today they join a dance class for the first time. Everyone else moves naturally, but they're stiff and confused. We'd say, she was a fish out of water in that dance studio.
Here's another. Your friend is shy, and you take them to a loud party where they don't know anyone. They stand quietly in the corner. You could say, he looked like a fish out of water at that party.
Those were just quick snapshots of how this idiom works in daily life. But to really feel it, let's listen to some short conversations.
Yeah, dialogues make the idiom come alive. Let's jump into the first one.
Dialogue 1. First day at work. Okay, here Mark will play a new employee on his first day, and I'll be a colleague checking in.
Wow, everyone here is typing so fast. I don't even know where the coffee machine is.
Don't worry, it always feels strange at first. You look like a bit of a fish out of water.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
See how natural that sounds? Instead of saying, you seem uncomfortable and confused because you're new here, which is long and robotic, we use the idiom fish out of water, shorter and more vivid.
Dialogue 2. Party scene. Now I'll play the shy guest, and Alicia will be the friend who invited me to a big party. Wow, everyone's dancing. I don't know a single person here.
Yeah, you look like a fish out of water. Come on, I'll introduce you to some people.
Thanks, I really needed that. The idiom captures the awkwardness perfectly. If I said, I feel socially uncomfortable and don't belong here, it wouldn't sound natural at all.
Dialogue 3. Travel abroad.
This time, I'll be a traveler in Japan, and Mark will play a local friend.
I couldn't read the train signs. I had no idea where to go.
Yeah, when you don't know the language, you're really a fish out of water.
Exactly. It's both scary and exciting.
This idiom works great when talking about culture shock. It captures both the discomfort and the strangeness of being in a completely new environment.
That's such a real example. Traveling without knowing the language, it's exciting, but also tough.
And that wraps up fish out of water. You've seen it in work, social, and travel situations. Now, let's lock it in with some shadowing practice.
Shadowing practice. He felt like a fish out of water in New York City.
He felt like a fish out of water in New York City.
She was a fish out of water in that dance studio.
She was a fish out of water in that dance studio.
He looked like a fish out of water at the party.
He looked like a fish out of water at the party.
Practice these lines a few times. Imagine yourself in the situations. That way the idiom sticks in your mind naturally. Idiom 9. Not my cup of tea.
All right, let's move on. This next idiom is one of the most British-sounding ones, but it's common in American English too. Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea? So it's about drinks?
Not really. It simply means something you don't enjoy, or something that doesn't match your taste or interest.
So if I say, horror movies are not my cup of tea, it means I don't like them.
Exactly. It's a polite way to say you don't enjoy something without sounding rude. Imagine a friend invites you to a heavy metal concert. You don't hate music, but that genre just isn't for you. Instead of saying, I don't like it, you can say, that's not really my cup of tea.
Or maybe someone suggests going hiking every weekend, but you'd rather stay home and read. You can say, hiking every Saturday? Not really my cup of tea.
See? It softens the rejection. You're not attacking the thing itself, just saying it's not for you.
Those were simple scenes, but let's make it more real. Conversations bring idioms to life.
Exactly. Let's dive into some dialogues and see how people actually use not my cup of tea.
Dialogue 1. Movies. Picture this, where two friends choosing a movie. Hey, want to watch the new horror film tonight?
Horror movies aren't really my cup of tea. How about a comedy instead?
Fair enough. Comedy it is.
See? Instead of bluntly saying, I hate horror, I use the idiom to politely turn it down.
Dialogue 2. Sports. Now imagine a workplace chat about sports. We're all going to play soccer this weekend. Want to join?
Thanks, but soccer isn't my cup of tea. I'll cheer from the sidelines.
No worries, we'll have fun either way. Notice how Alicia declined without sounding negative. It's gentle but clear. Dialogue 3. Hobbies.
Here's one more, talking about hobbies.
I tried learning to play the drums, but honestly, it wasn't my cup of tea. Too loud for me.
Yeah, I get that. Some people love the energy, but for others, it's overwhelming.
So that's another everyday case. Sometimes it's music, movies, or hobbies that just don't fit us. And with that, you're ready to practice. Let's shadow a few sentences together to make this idiom yours.
Shadowing practice.
Horror movies aren't really my cup of tea.
Horror movies aren't really my cup of tea.
Soccer isn't my cup of tea. I'll cheer instead.
Soccer isn't my cup of tea. I'll cheer instead.
Playing the drums wasn't my cup of tea.
Playing the drums wasn't my cup of tea.
So basically, not my cup of tea means something's just not your preference. You're not saying it's bad, you're saying it's not for you.
And that's the beauty of idioms. If you said, I don't like it, that can sound flat or harsh. But with this idiom, you sound more natural and polite, just like a native.
All right, your turn. Think of something that's not your cup of tea. Leave it in the comments. We want to see what makes you different. Idiom 10. Stab someone in the back.
All right, here's our final idiom for today. Stab someone in the back.
That one sounds intense, and it is. It means to betray someone's trust, usually when they least expect it.
Right. It's not about a playful mistake. It's about serious betrayal. Think of a friend who acts nice to your face but goes behind your back to hurt you.
So this idiom carries real emotional weight. It's about broken trust.
Imagine you tell a colleague a secret, and the next day, everyone in the office knows. You'd feel like they stabbed you in the back.
Or you help a classmate study for an exam, but later they take credit for your work. That's another stab in the back.
It's often about betrayal where loyalty was expected. Friends, family, coworkers.
Those quick scenes give you the picture, but betrayal feels sharper when you hear it in real conversations.
Yeah, let's go through some dialogue so you can really sense the emotion behind this idiom.
Dialogue 1. Workplace betrayal.
We're coworkers who were supposed to be on the same side.
I can't believe you told the boss it was my fault.
I'm sorry, I just panicked.
I trusted you, and you stabbed me in the back. Notice how strong that sounds. It's not just disappointment, it's deep hurt.
Dialogue 2. Friendship. Now, imagine two friends talking. You promised not to tell anyone about my crush.
I slipped. I didn't think it was a big deal.
It was to me. You stabbed me in the back.
See, it's about broken promises and lost trust.
Dialogue 3. Teamwork. Here's one with sports teammates.
We agreed to play fair. Why did you tell the coach I was cheating? Because I wanted to be captain. Wow, you really stabbed me in the back.
This shows betrayal isn't only personal. It can happen in teamwork, too.
Shadowing practice.
I trusted you, and you stabbed me in the back.
I trusted you, and you stabbed me in the back.
You promised not to tell anyone, but you stabbed me in the back.
You promised not to tell anyone, but you stabbed me in the back.
Wow, you really stabbed me in the back.
Wow, you really stabbed me in the back.
So this idiom is always negative. It's not about a little mistake. It's about betrayal that hurts.
And if you didn't use the idiom, you'd have to say something long like, "You betrayed me. I can't trust you anymore." That's correct, but not as sharp and powerful as, "You stabbed me in the back."
Exactly. The idiom cuts straight to the emotion.
Now think about it. Have you ever seen a movie or read a story where someone stabbed another person in the back? Share that example in the comments. It's a great way to practice.
That was our last idiom for today. Stab someone in the back. Pretty intense, right? But powerful to know.
And now you've got all 10 idioms under your belt. But the real question is, how much do you actually remember?
Don't go anywhere. We've got a quick review quiz to test your memory.
10 questions, 10 chances to lock in these idioms. Think fast. We'll give you a moment, then reveal the answer.
Stay with us till the end and see if you can get a perfect score.
Review and quiz section.
All right, it's review time. Let's see how much you remember from today's lesson.
10 idioms, 10 questions. Ready? Think fast. We'll give you a few seconds, then reveal the answer.
Question 1.
Which idiom means to ignore someone on purpose, acting distant or unfriendly?
Answer. Give someone the cold shoulder. Question 2.
When someone's struggling and you want to encourage them, what short idiom can you use?
Answer. Hang in there. Question 3.
Which idiom describes the final event that makes someone lose patience?
That's the last straw. Question 4. If I say, keep your chin up, what am I really telling you?
To stay positive, even when things are tough. Question 5.
Which idiom shows people are extremely angry, like they're ready to fight?
Up in arms. Question 6.
Which idiom describes the one person who stands out in a negative way, often in a family?
That's the black sheep. Question 7.
Which idiom means someone annoys you deeply, gets on your nerves?
That's get under someone's skin. Question 8.
If someone feels awkward, out of place, like they don't belong, which idiom fits?
A fish out of water. Question 9.
Which idiom politely says you don't enjoy something, or it's not to your taste?
That's not my cup of tea. Question 10.
Last one. Betraying a friend's trust, usually in a sneaky way, which idiom is that?
Stab someone in the back.
And with that, we've reviewed all 10.
How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments.
And don't stop here. Rewind, shadow the dialogues, and really make these idioms yours.
Like, share, subscribe, so you never miss a chance to level up your English.
See you next time, and remember, every idiom you learn takes you one step closer to speaking naturally.
Bye.